Final Fantasy VII was released in 1997. Shortly after that, I moved to Japan, where I lived for 10 years. You can live in Japan for 10 years too. Just do what I did. Go there and be resourceful. Final Fantasy fan though I am, I've never played Final Fantasy VII in Japanese. I've been doing that recently, and I'm noticing all sorts of tiny little differences between the Japanese and English versions of the game. Last time, we met Sephiroth, rival of the main character, Cloud, in a flashback detailing Cloud's past. Now we're back in the game's present timeline, chasing after Sephiroth as he leaves a trail of dead bodies in his wake. With this part of the game, we've left the super dense set-piece parade of the first 10 hours in Midgar. We're now out in the open, where things become freer and more non-linear. This part of the game makes me remember a kid in my college dorm at Indiana University in Bloomington, Indiana in 1999. This kid was ripped, and I never saw him wearing a shirt. He loved NASCAR. I was there the day he looked at the wall scroll in a computer science major's room and was like, no way, that dude has a sword and a motorcycle? Shoot! What video game is that from? And I was like, Final Fantasy VII. He bought a PlayStation. One night at around 3 a.m. he came over to my room. He was like, dude, you're still awake? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, dude, I thought I beat the game, and then I got out of Midgar. And it's like, dude, there's like a whole different game out there, dude. I mention this because I feel like the translator experienced the same surprise. Wow, there's a lot of game outside Midgar, and as we've established, our translator was in a great hurry. It'd be way too easy to make fun of most of the dialogue in the game, so I'll refrain from being mean, though I sure won't refrain from having a good time. After some weirdness where we catch a chocobo and avoid a monster snake in a swamp and trade glares with our rivals, the Turks, we wind up at the city of Junon. This is a sleepy town that sits below a fancy metropolis with a giant cannon. In the fiction of the game, this town is like a prototype of Midgar. The stubborn live downstairs, the ambitious live upstairs. Well, we walk over to a beach and meet a little girl who's friends with a dolphin. A boss appears, knocking her into the water. We fight the boss. Now there's this amazing dialogue. This is bad. You don't think she's dead, do you? Young man, CPR, now! Mouth to mouth? Cloud, what are you going to do? She's just a girl. Whoa! This is definitely 100% unintentional on the part of the translator, though this dialogue sure makes it look like Cloud is saying it's okay for this girl to die because she's just a girl. Well, in Japanese, he says, onna no ko dashi, which is more like, she's a girl. Like in a sort of, ooh, gross, I don't want to put my lips on a girl, sort of stammering, bashful way. Anyway, we concoct a plan to go up to Junon, where there's a parade going on to celebrate the promotion of President Rufus Shinra. Cloud goes up alone. He dresses up as a Shinra soldier and marches in a parade, which is kinda weird. After that, he's free to explore the town, which is full of colorful characters. One of the shops in Junon has employed 3 cute ladies to greet customers. One of the girls says, I won't charge you for a smile. In Japanese, she says, kono egao wa service ni shitoku wa. My literal translation, this smiling face is a service. Japanese borrows the English word service to mean something free. A basket of complimentary bread at a restaurant, for example, would be a service. I like that. Also, look at how the Japanese character set includes this little heart. As of 1997, when Final Fantasy VII was released, the Japanese character set had all sorts of weird little pictures in there. This is pretty neat to think about. They've had emoji in Japanese for a very long time. Whoa, did you know that emoji is a Japanese word? E means picture, and moji means letter, as in letter of an alphabet. So emoji means picture letter. You might have already known that. Please let me know in the comments if you didn't already know that. The shopkeeper says, of the girls, there's a lot of stores in Junon. If we don't do this, we can't compete. What bothers me is that the girls make more than me. Wow. In Japanese, he says this a fair deal more delicately. Demo, mise no uriage yorimo onna no ko tachi no baito dai no hou ga takai tte no ga nayami no tane nan da na. Ultra literally, this means, however, it is a seed of worry that the girls' salaries might exceed the store's profits. This whole Junon set piece is long, cute, and free of a single battle. It's Final Fantasy VII giving the player a breather. The first 10 hours were intense and packed with conflict. Then the game cut players loose for a bit. Now it's back to set pieces, except this is a set piece you can chill out with. And like much of the rest of this middle half of Final Fantasy VII Disc 1, it's got some incredible text boxes that the translator might have translated without even looking at the game. Take a look at this one. Hey you messing with the army? Cloud's response options are, who cares? Or, what if I am? Do you really want me to explain this one? I probably shouldn't, so I'll summarize. This is just the same in Japanese. It's nonsense in either language.
I love it.
In disguise, Cloud witnesses the relationship between Rufus Shinra and Heidegger, his military commander-in-chief. Heidegger's name in Japanese is actually
Heidegger.
Heidegger. Heidegger's trademark is that he laughs a lot. Rufus and him have a little routine. When Heidegger laughs, Rufus tells him to stop laughing, and Heidegger stops laughing. In English, Rufus says, "Stop," liken the sound of Heidegger's laugh to the sound of a horse. This is a rare example of the translator injecting some personality into a place where much less personality existed in Japanese.
I like it.
Now if, for example, we did want to say, "Stop that stupid horse laugh" in Japanese, we could say it like this. うるせえんだよ。うまくせえ笑い方やめろよ、このバカ野郎。その笑い方、バカらしくてうまくさい。やめた方がいいと思う。うまくさい笑い方はバカらしいぞ。やめるのだ。もう、その馬っぽい笑い方いいんじゃないですか？やめなさい。Eventually, we all sneak onto a boat headed across the sea, disguised as members of its crew. We can talk to all our party members and have fun dialogues about how dumb it is to be wearing a Shinra soldier uniform. Then we can talk to this sailor who says, "Hey, what's wrong, kid? You got no pep. A seaman's gotta have umph." If I were composing a list of the best text boxes in Final Fantasy VII, this one would easily be in the top ones that foreigners moving to Japan learn not to translate and instead use as is in English conversation. So we could translate this as, "What's wrong, kid? You got no Genki." If you ask me, and maybe you did, English speakers the world over could borrow Genki the way Japanese borrows the word guts in this next line here. Umi no otoko wa gatsu da. Guts. A seaman is guts.
Guts.
Curiously, despite the presence of this English loanword, guts, the translator translated it